According to Marcus Aurelius, Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, everything is opinion. Socrates asserted that all beliefs are false, and he could prove this by walking up to people, asking people questions, and finding out what they believed. And he would ask follow-up questions about their beliefs until their beliefs contradicted themselves and collapsed. Even Einstein said that most laws of physics will later be overwritten by new discoveries. So it's pretty clear that the beliefs we hold, even if they are scientific beliefs, are most likely false. So why do we have this capacity as humans to believe things that aren't true? According to evolutionary psychology, we believe things not because they're true, but because they help us to more congruently get what you want. For example, imagine a couple of hunter-gatherers back in the day. One guy is going after a woolly mammoth, but he doesn't believe he's going to be successful. Another guy is going after a woolly mammoth, and he truly believes that he will be successful. It's easy to see how this guy will be a little bit more successful over time, or this type of person will be a little bit more successful over time and outpopulate this guy. It's also a strange aspect of our ego to believe that our beliefs are objectively true and everybody else's are objectively false. This is a perfect type of frame to have in an ancient hunter-gatherer scenario when you're around the same people your entire lives and status is everything. Because every time you have a discussion with one of your hunter-gatherer colleagues and it's a might makes right idea contest smackdown, if you believe that you're objectively correct, you're going to be much more motivated to assert your beliefs on other people. But today, it's much, much different. This is another example of what they call instinct mismatch. Instincts that helped us back in the day don't really help us so much today. Because the people you see today are not people that you're going to be around your entire life. They're people you don't know that well. And when you start to try to assert your belief as being objectively true, when you start to assert your opinion as being objectively true, they're going to do the same thing. And this resolves into an idea might makes right smackdown contest, frame battle. And whoever can wear the other person down wins the smackdown. This is why the hard sell is so low probability and so frustrating, because it creates all this anxiety. Now, what's a better model? A better model is to simply accept that your beliefs are beliefs. They're not objective truths. Because if you need to validate from other people that your beliefs are objectively true, that actually weakens your frame. If you have a frame that's around a belief or an idea or an opinion, and you need to believe that this idea or opinion or belief is objectively true, that subconsciously references other people that validate that this is true. So your frame is dependent on other people, which weakens your frame. Any frame that's dependent on other people is a weak frame. And when you argue with somebody and you need them to believe that they're right or they're wrong and you're right, that also weakens your frame. A much better model is just to accept that your beliefs and your opinions and your ideas are just that. They don't need to be objectively true. This creates a very, very attractive frame of outcome independence. This allows you to release validation or release the need for validation. Because when you have a frame and you say, hey, this is who I am, this is what I believe, this is where I'm going, and if you want to come with me, cool. If not, that's cool too. The old school hunter-gatherer model is my frame is right, your frame is wrong. Whoever can assert that the most rises up the hierarchy. But in the modern world, with so many people, a better model, a more elegant model, is the sorting and qualifying model. To take your frame, go through the world, and see who's compatible. This will give you a massively increase in confidence, and it will decrease social anxiety because it will allow you to release the need for validation and have a true frame of outcome independence. When you have a frame of outcome independence, you won't care what people think, and that will allow you to become more playful with your language and your hypnotic language patterns. And people that are playful with their language are very, very attractive. anybody can slowly shift into the mindset of being outcome independent. Are you aware, I wonder, if you can imagine now all of the benefits that you will receive when you release the need for validation? Because you've had spontaneous conversations in the past where you really didn't care what happened, you already know how powerful this is. It's just a matter of doing more what is intuitively correct inside your mind and releasing something that you know doesn't work, releasing the need for validation that you know doesn't work. You can repeatedly discover over and over again how seductive this frame is, how persuasive this frame is, how naturally organic and playful this frame can be. It is your deep memories of being outcome independent that will help you remember how to do this, to recall how to do this. When you talk to other people, just not care, not in a mean way, but in a playful, I respect your boundaries way. Just imagine two guys trying to get a phone number from a girl. They both have a conversation. It goes on for a few minutes. It seems to be going well. One guy says, hey, you should give me your phone number. And she says, I'm not sure. And he starts to argue with her. On the other hand, the other guy says, hey, I like talking to you. It would be great if we could see each other again. I'd like to get your phone number. What do you think? And he completely leaves it up to her. Just like the two different woolly mammoth killer strategies, these two strategies, this guy will have a little bit more success than this guy. And over time, this guy will have a much more robust social life than this guy. This guy, of course, is you. When you develop the frame of outcome independence, when you release the need for validation, when you speak playfully to people, when you experiment hypnotically with people when you talk to them, people that have a frame of outcome independent have much more enjoyable social lives. People that have a frame of outcome independence are much better salespeople. These are the kind of salespeople that are super low-key, laid back. They don't need to push so much. They don't need to flex so much. And they make a ton of money in a very short amount of time. Once you truly begin to understand the power of being outcome independent, once you truly begin to realize how simple it is to release the need for validation, you will see how playfully outgoing you can be and see how easily you can release social anxiety and live your life the way you want to. Now, how do you transition into this frame? How do you develop the frame of outcome independence? Find some place to sit in public. Write down a description of your frame. I believe this. I believe this. My strategy for my life is this. This is what I want to achieve in my life. And just relax and look at everybody around you and imagine what their frames are. Imagine what they believe. And just instead of saying, I want to convert them, I want to convert them, I want to convert them, instead of thinking that way, instead of thinking of the old school way of might makes right frame battle smackdowns, think in terms of sorting. I wonder which of these people is compatible with my frame. Maybe they are, maybe not. Maybe they are, maybe not. And just allow yourself to imagine who you see on a daily basis will be compatible with your frame. This is a simple exercise. It will take some time to slide into this because it is an instinctive program to believe that our ideas are objectively correct. But once you release that need, once you release the need to be objectively correct with your opinions, your frame will be much stronger. You'll be much more charismatic. You'll be much more playful conversationally. And this will transform your already seductive language patterns. This will transform your already seductive language patterns. So all you need to do is start today and do this simple exercise and see how quickly you can release the need for validation and become outcome independent and enjoy your conversational love life. If you have any questions or comments, let me know below in the comments. If you'd like to learn more about how to become outcome independent, to improve your language skills, please check the links below. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.